What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I appreciate the support. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see my YouTube interaction email address. Guys, if you just want to stop by and say hello, you got a story that would be good for the listening audience or a video clip, by all means, drop it off. And we'll do a story on it. Also, if you need help with any type of business venture or starting a business, I'm an entrepreneur, and if you need help starting your YouTube channel or helping it grow, guys, I'm here to help you. I'm nothing without you on this channel, and my time is your time. But guys, listen, I'm glad you tuned in, because tonight I'm going to crack this whole situation with Tyre Nichols and these stops and beyond open, and tell you exactly what all these officers, what type of punishment they'll be facing. Now, I got stuff written all out here, and I was brainstorming trying to put it all together, because from my reliable source, right, I was told you better write this as fast as you can, because I'm only going to say it once. So I had to rewrite all this stuff. So if this video comes out a little late, I apologize, because I have to do it, set everything up and get all these facts straight and get the things in the order. But here it is, guys. We're going to go in order. I got some flashcards here. I got stuff on my whiteboard, and I had to get all this stuff straight. Check this out. I'm not going to hold you. Thank you to my sources, too. I appreciate that. The first fact that's shocking is Preston Hempfield is not fired. Did you hear what I said? He's not fired. He quit. And he quit. I gotta look down. He quit after he heard about what happened to Tyre Nichols at the call. Because remember, he's in the Scorpion unit too. When it came out of how he looked in the hospital, right? Because this came out before the video. He resigned and he felt remorse. They let him go. Now check this out. Why would they say they fired him if they let him go? I mean, if he quit. So all of that, he's decommissioned and all of that, decertified and all that. He quit. He's not decertified. That's game the city of Memphis made up because the white face was with the black faces at the stop. So they had to make it look like they were making strides, and they just added him as extra sugar in the cake they was baking to feed to us, the public. He was gone already before Tyre Nichols took his last breath in the hospital. And he was remorseful. And I went crazy on the man. So I take back a lot of what I said. The man did have a heart. Another thing is about the situation with Preston Hempfield, right? If he went to scene number 2, I'm told, and he showed up late, and all that stuff was done to him, he still wouldn't have faced no charges. Preston Hempfield felt so bad that he quit after seeing what the man looked like in the hospital, man. So, I mean, if you ever seen any of my videos, I humbly apologize to you, brother. I'm a man about that. They also said, I was also told that him putting the taser on him and tasering was all within police protocol of what they can and cannot do. He was doing his job. Now, the snarky comments was out of order. So that's really what he's basically guilty of. I'm telling you what was told to me by these sources I had. That's the first bombshell. Check this out. We're going to go to the EMTs. And this one's crazy. You know how they were sitting out there looking at Tyre Nichols that whole time? Most of the reason why they were standing out there looking at Tyre Nichols the whole time, the stupid ass lieutenant is the one that's in charge of what they do. She never got out the car. They were waiting for her. She never got out the car. That's why her ass is out of here, and they got rid of them because nobody really went back there and got her. Another thing about this is, and this is the Big explosion. Get ready for the heat, y'all. When they took him to the hospital, they took him to the wrong destination. Now, if you guys don't believe that, I don't know this stuff. This is told to me. So when people in Memphis can verify this in the comment section so people won't say I'm lying. He was supposed to go, right, to Regional 1 Healthcare. They said they call it the Med down there. They call it the Med, Memphis. They used to call it the Med. He said in the Mid-South, that's where they take all the trauma, high trauma patients. Remember, he was bleeding when the paramedics was looking at him. In one of my videos, I said they might not touch him because he looked so bad. Remember? He was supposed to go to one health hospital, the Med. And if you want to know a little bit about the Med, that's where the officer Jeffrey Red that was shot in the head that recently passed, God bless him, they sent him there. And look at the kicker, guys. The guy got shot at the hospital, at the library, and it was close by where Tyre Nichols lived, so they could have took him. Here's the other part about it, why the EMTs need to be in jail. They took him to St. Francis instead, St. Francis and a trauma unit. They knew he was really bad, so they took him there. The EMTs took him there, right? When they took him there, right, it's part of, I think, a cover-up. Why would you take him way past where he was supposed to go when you know he was bad and he has to go to St. Francis? They have EMTs, when they have certain designations of when you're supposed to go, depending on how bad you look, to save your life. That's their call. Hey, we got to get him to, they took him to St. Francis. Ain't that some shit? They took him to St. Francis. Part of the cover-up, if you want to know what the cover-up, because people say, what's the cover-up? When they were staring at him and it looked so bad, they know the police beat him up. So you take him to St. Francis, right? When you take him to St. Francis, that's why his parents and stuff couldn't see him, because they took him to the wrong hospital and they was trying to like figure out, what to tell them why he was in St. Francis. Boom. That's crazy, right? That's number 2. Number 3. Emmett Martin III was telling the truth somewhat. Tyre Nichols did not stop for Emmett Martin III. Emmett Martin was in an unmarked car that looked like a Charger. He zoomed up on him. Now, I don't know how the crime is there, guys, but the way he zoomed up on him, even when he had his, I don't know if he had his lights on the car or not, because nobody really said if he flashed them. Tyre Nichols just kept driving. He only stopped when you saw Hempfield jump out the car on that scene at the red light, because he wasn't going to run the red light if the cop was real or not. So I don't know if they got people impersonating officers down there in Memphis, guys. I don't know. But he did not stop for Emmett Martin. That's true. But he wasn't swerving and stuff, but he just kept driving and he wasn't speeding. He just kept driving when Emmett Martin got behind him. Emmett Martin said he called for backup, right? Desmond Mills and Hempfield were the backup drivers in other cars. Hempfield got there, right? Hempfield's cameras, what you see, he got there last. He's the last one to get there, right? Him and Desmond Mills Jr. were backup to the rest of them. That's why he came late. So that explains that, right? What else we got? Yeah, he didn't stop for him. I'm trying to get this together, guys. This is not a normal video where I'm just flowing. I'm trying to give y'all all the truth. So I got that. He didn't go to, okay. We'll go to the Shelby County Sheriffs. And this is cool. This is pretty cool. Nobody knew this. Remember in my video, you can go back and see where I showed footage of after Tyre Nichols ran away from Stop 1, what happened after he left. The video is called, Why is Preston Hempfield Not in Jail? When he was cleaning out the mace out of Demetrius Haley's eyes, you seen the sheriff come up and say, hey, where's he at? And he said he went that way, and the sheriff turned the lights on, and he took off like a bat out of hell and went that way. There were three county sheriffs, individual cars, vehicles. I thought it was two in the car. Individual vehicles. SUVs. The one that, it was one guy in that one car that said, hey, where's he at? He got fired. The ones I showed on the video I did about them is not him. He got fired and they got him the fuck out of there because he joined the pursuit. The other Shelby County sheriffs showed up after Tyre's second stop. Remember when you saw the cars all the way up and down the street? When they in the video I just showed, they show all them police cars lined up in the neighborhood all the way down the street. Their cars were spotted on cams, their vehicle numbers, and they were there. That's how they got caught. Because the one guy got caught and they found out the other two guys was there, other two vehicles. They ran cams and caught them. That's how they caught them. And they got suspended because they came late to the scene, but the other guy tried to be Billy Badass and joined the scene. Where they at? He took off. They fired him because you part of the bullshit. And that's good. That's good for you, Shelby County. So that's that. Here's another thing. All of the police footage is not out. It's chopped up and given to us, the public, and the media. So the media ain't even got this. All the stuff I'm telling you, you will not hear on the media. The footage that we see, the media see. They don't even have all the footage because they kept part of it because they knew they had what they wanted when this trial began with them people. So a lot of stuff is going to come out in the trial that none of us never knew. Here's another thing. Desmond Mills, and this is the quote. He's the one that kicked what's the name in the face, remember? This is the quote. He kicked himself on the way to the penitentiary. Tadarius Bean and Justin Smith are all going to get the same charges come May 1st. Watch me. They're all going to group them and give them the same charges. So Tadarius Bean and Justin Smith might as well be Demetrius Haley in the heinousness of the crime. They're going to smoke all three of them. They have no chance of getting out of it. But here's the kick. The backup, Demetrius Mills, the one that was beating him with the baton, the one I don't like, little bald head, look like he always hungry, thick dude. Him and Emmett Martin may face little or no charges. All of the charges will be dropped as this progression to trial go. And they might have small charges. Why do you ask? From what I was told, in police protocol, Desmond Mills spraying the mace. Emmett Martin spraying the mace to get him on the ground. And Desmond Mills beating him with the baton, except he didn't beat him in the face. That's what saved him. You can beat them in the body. I thought you could only beat them in the legs. You can beat them in the body as long as you don't beat them in the face. According to police protocol in Memphis, they did nothing wrong. But they fired them because they were there. They fired them under police negligence in the line of duty. So they're brought up on charges. All that second-degree murder, it's not going to stick with them. So I don't know what charges they're going to get. They might not get anything. If their lawyers are good enough, they might get off. And that's the sad thing. I seen the tape. You seen the tape. I didn't know that police could fuck you up like that. I thought that was, I didn't know. But guys, Demetrius Haley, Tadarius Bean, and Justin Smith are fucked. And here's the last thing I want to tell you. 580 plus cases that the Scorpion team, these 5 have been involved in because of all this stuff that's coming out about them, are being reopened and a lot of people might be set free. 580 plus cases, guys. That is amazing. Their credibility is shit with all them cases. They're trying to avoid civil suits as much as possible. They're going to be letting a lot of people out. And guys, listen, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is what I got. No one else has this. So if you see somebody talking about it or you talk about it later, I done broke the story. You know, Stock Market Steve and the People's Court had it first. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in Memphis for the trial. And it feels really good that I'm getting information out that is true. And, you know, we all are speculating as content creators. it feels really good to me. I can give back to you, the subscriber, and the viewer, some facts in one of the most craziest, saddest things that's ever happened to us as a people, by us as a people. So, guys, listen, leave me a comment, man. I appreciate it. I love what I do, man. And as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out. Because I'm one of the most passionate people on what I'm doing. And I love what I do. And guys, tell them if they missed it, they missed it. I'm Stock Market Steve. I'll see you in the next video. I love you as always. You guys take care.